There's a new update for your Steam Deck, which is Steam Deck OS 3.4, and it brings a lot of updates to your Steam Deck and performance improvements and so much more. We're going to dive into what this update includes, and yeah, we're going to talk about it here in this video. So before we dive into it, y'all already know what to do if you enjoy the content I put out, especially when I do these, OS update videos. Make sure you like the video, sub to the channel if you haven't already, and ding the notification bell. That way you stay up to date on all the latest and greatest content that comes from your channel, and make sure you follow me on social media too. All that being said, let's go ahead and hop into this video. So if you go to your settings and go over to system, you'll see that the latest update is available. It is Steam Deck OS 3.4, so you can go ahead and run it if you haven't already. You can just go ahead and apply the update. And as you guys know, it will, reboot your system along with doing the update. So let's go ahead and talk about what is included in this. So Steam Deck OS 3.4. So this update, it's just been released today, December 21st, 2022, and it's in the Stable channel as an update to all deck users. This update contains the following changes that were previously undergoing testing in the OS preview for 3.4. So rebased SteamOS on a newer snapshot of Arch Linux. So this update pulls in the latest performance, security, and stability fixes for the underlying packages that are the foundation for SteamOS. Most notably, this includes recent changes to KDE Plasma, Steam Deck's desktop mode. Full notes on these updates can be found on KDE's website, which does link here, and I'll include in the description of this video. There's several of them. So here's some of the few highlights with that. So the new overview view to see all open windows and virtual desktops, which is cool. Updates to KRunner, the built-in assistant for searching and running tasks, new touchscreen gestures, new themes and wallpapers, as well as updates to widgets. Now, the general updates are fixed issues with sleeping affecting a number of smaller titles or a small number of titles, where specific games would be frozen or exhibit glitchy behavior after waking up. They also fixed a performance issue that could cause 100 millisecond hitches during gameplay if adaptive backlight was enabled. Fixed a graphics driver crash when interacting with the map in Death Stranding Director's Cut, and that game has had a lot of issues. And then also fix issues with opening file managers if the game scope session has been restarted. Fix the GPU clock settings, sometimes not sticking if set manually. Thanks to user Xperia 64 for the AMD GPU kernel patch backport. Also fixed an issue with fan controller excessive sensor polling, causing sporadic fan behavior and higher SSD temperatures on certain NVMe drives, and new firmware for docking station. Also fixes an issue where HDMI 2.0 displays are not detected during wake or boot up. So yeah, if you've got your Steam Deck official dock, then you're going to get a new update for that too. Performance profiles, so new option for to allow screen tearing at the cost of sometimes displaying partial frames. Allows for lower average latency when VSync is disabled and the frame limiter is off. Also change performance HUD level 2 to use a horizontal layout. It fits in the letterbox space for games running in a 16:9 aspect ratio. So this is where, when it comes to storage, it says re-enable trim for the internal drive as well as support external storage drives, improving write performance. This includes a workaround ensuring that trim operations are safe for SSD cards that advertises discard support but do not support it. Steam will periodically trim storage devices as needed. There's a new button in settings, system, and advanced to run trim immediately. Added an eject option for removable drives in settings and storage, and this also unmounts the removable drive. It does not physically eject it, which is kind of obvious, but I get why they had to say that. And other than that, it says, let's see, external drives formatted as X4 are now automatically mounted and available for use in Steam. So yeah, for I believe NVMe drives, you should be able to do that now if you've got like that. There's so many docs that are including that now. So, and we're going to talk about a little bit more since JSOX has a new announcement, which I think is really cool. As far as input, disable kernel, DualShock 4, and DualSense trackpad, mouse simulation when Steam is running, change timing of virtual key presses to improve game compatibility with on-screen keyboard, fixes input issues with apps such as Street Fighter V, the EA app, because those were really causing a lot of issues, those two. Many more, but EA's functionality with their app was a nightmare. Anyway, fix Steam inputs action set switching based on cursor visibility in game mode, re-enable the built-in HID Steam kernel gamepad driver when Steam is not running in desktop mode, and added Rumble support to it. Added support for 8BitDo Ultimate Wireless, the wireless controller dongle, because that before wasn't working. Now it's perfectly working with it. Fixed a USB crash when using certain controllers, such as the Hori Fighting Stick Alpha. And as far as audio fixes, fix the case where the default audio device would display echo, cancel, sync, and audio controls would cease to work correctly. Yeah, I was running into that issue a lot. I'm glad that's fixed. I fixed the case where some applications would output audio to the wrong device, and fixed an audio driver bug that could lead to onboard audio cracking or crackling in some situations. It says, note, this update was re-released as 3.4.1 to address a regression in how SD cards were handled. All right, so that right there is all the updates for Steam OS 3.4. It's a beefy update, so like if we go back over to where my where it is right now, where it's doing the installation, you can see it's taking some time. As I've gone through this for like the last 6.5, almost 7 minutes, this is still downloading, and I've got a direct LAN connection with Gigabit Ethernet, so it's beefy. So make sure you do your update for your Steam Deck, that way you can get all the benefits of this update. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like it, sub to the channel if you haven't already, ding the notification bell, all that good jazz that comes with the content that we put out here in the channel if you enjoy it. So all that being said, I hope to see you guys on the next video. A lot more content to come as we're wrapping up 2022. And I'll see you around. Stay safe, be blessed, and yeah, that's it. Peace.